an update on the wildfires burning in LA County. The death toll now climbing to 24 people, 8 from the Palisades fire and 16 from the Eaton fire. At least 16 people are missing, with countless injuries being reported. There's good news. Firefighters are closer to containing the Hearst fire. It's now 89% contained. Meanwhile, tonight it's a race against time to contain the Palisades and Eaton fire, both now several thousands of acres large with little containment. Firefighters from across California and 9 other states are not taking for granted every second of the calm to contain the wildfires burning across Los Angeles County before those Santa Ana winds pick up again. ABC's Andrew Dymburt has the latest from the historic disaster.
Taking advantage of a brief lull in the wind, firefighters on the ground putting out hotspots to prevent flames from reigniting. The National Guard spraying flame retardant from the air. And helicopters making water drops.
We have airplanes, we have helicopters, even drones. We're dropping retardant, we're dropping water everywhere we can, again, to secure that edge all around the fire.
The dangerous conditions have put more than 8 million under critical fire risk.
The vegetation is still very, very dry, so that leaves a recipe to produce some very critical fire weather conditions, and therefore that's why we do have the red flag in effect till 6 o'clock Wednesday evening.
The toll of what has already happened in Los Angeles County is unimaginable. At least 24 people are believed to be dead, and more than a dozen others remain unaccounted for. More than 12,000 structures believed damaged or destroyed, more than 60 square miles burned, more than 100,000 under evacuation orders. This as residents return to see their homes reduced to rubble.
I'm standing here in front of my home, or what was my home. It burned down to the ground a few days ago in the Palisades fires.
FEMA Director Chris Wells says active duty military will soon be deployed to join the firefighting efforts. Mexico has sent more than 70 firefighters and emergency personnel to California to help, and a team from Canada is due to arrive in Los Angeles on Monday. Andrew Dymburt, ABC News, New York.
And tonight, authorities are zeroing in on the cause of those devastating wildfires in LA with the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or ATF, leading the investigation. The ATF formed a special task force comprised of local, state, and federal investigators. They're interviewing residents and searching for clues about how the Pacific Palisades and Eaton fires started.
This task force is made up of local, state, and federal partners designed to investigate the cause of these fires and to see if there's any connection between them.
Most wildfires in the U.S. are caused by humans, whether accidental or intentional, and authorities are looking into whether electrical equipment may have contributed to the fires. Southern California Edison has filed safety reports related to the incidents. And for continued coverage of the wildfires, you can head over to ABC 10 Plus, the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. We've got live updates and news conferences as they happen there. Download the free ABC 10 Plus app wherever you stream. And now let's turn it over to ABC 10 meteorologist Sean Stiles.
So the winds continue to be the main player in our forecast here as we head back to work. We're talking about some windy conditions. Gusts out of the northwest could be 30+ miles per hour. So if you've got any items out on your patios or just around your house, maybe now would be the time to bring them in before we get those wind gusts and possibly picking them up. As far as those gusts, check this out. Look at Santa Rosa and Clear Lake, 31 and 32 miles per hour in the early morning hours. As we push that around into just before the sun comes up, we'll see those winds continue to build. 36 in Santa Rosa, you head out towards, say, Sacramento, 17. But up in the mountains around Truckee, just 4 miles per hour, so it won't even feel like anything's happening. That's because the high pressure is compressing that air to the surface. Marysville, 18 miles per hour. Elk Grove, northwest at 10 miles per hour. And then eventually those winds start to drop down just a little bit. As we look at the highs, the forecasts around the county and the region, we're talking about low 60s here in the great area of Sacramento. We'll have your complete forecast coming up in just a bit.